guys, I am Chris Kaler.
And I'm Amber Frost Gooding Cosplay, and today again we're watching something a little special for you guys.
We're watching a Breaking Bad fan-made video. This one is going to be called Time. You guys requested this. I know you requested a bunch of other videos too. We're doing that today, but we're starting with Time. I don't know what this is going to be. I'm guessing it's going to be about Walter and Jesse. But I'm excited to see some tribute videos for Breaking Bad. So without further ado, let's jump into this and see what they did with the show.
Alright.
Let's go.
Okay. Start from the beginning. When did you first meet Walter White?
I first met Mr. White's in junior year chemistry. He was my teacher.
You are not how I remember you from class. I mean, like, not at all.
You and I working together,
That song,
having each other's
guys.
back. It's what saved our lives.
Gosh, it's really good so far.
He'll do just about anything to protect his interests, except when it comes to you. He cares about you.
He's my partner. And if he doesn't go, I don't go. Why? Because he does what I say.
Loyalty.
Only maybe you got it for the wrong guy. Because I can trust him.
Mm-hmm.
Coward. Secrets create barriers between people. Look, I know how upset you are about what happened to this boy. I am just as upset as you are. Are you? Really? I'm sorry the kid here doesn't see it, but I sure as hell do. You are a time bomb. Tick, tick, tick. I have no intention of being around for the boom.
If you just do stuff and then nothing happens, what's it all mean?
No!
What's the point?
What Todd did, you and I have done things that are just as bad. All the people that we've killed, Gail and the rest. Now, do you believe that there's a hell? We're already pretty much going there, right?
Everything I've ever cared about is gone. Ruined, turned to shit, dead ever since I hooked up with the great Heisenberg.
I don't know what's wrong with me, Mr. White.
I have never been more alone. I have nothing.
What have you got in your life? Nothing.
No one.
Nobody.
All right, it's all gone.
Sorry about Jane. I watched Jane die. I watched her overdose and choke to death. I could have saved her,
God.
but I didn't. I did not kill Mike. I need you to believe me.
Just tell me you don't give a shit about me,
I think he's dead, and
and it's either this,
I think you know that.
or you'll kill me the same way you killed Mike.
You wanna know what he did? You wanna hear about it? He poisoned a little kid.
He poisoned Brock and you helped him.
And this is your way of ripping my heart out before you're dead and gone. Just admit it. Admit what you did.
And all for that asshole Mr. White?
Admit it. I did not do this. Shut up.
What?
You can't keep getting away with it!
I ran over those gangbangers. I killed Amelia and Crazy A1. I did all of those things to try to save your life as much as mine. Only you wouldn't know it. Bullet in my head and kill me right now. Do it! thinking maybe you and I could partner up.
You want to cook crystal meth?
That's right.
Oh my gosh.
Holy shit. That was so good.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that was so great. You know what this makes me think of?
What?
This would have been a totally different show if they had taken Jesse out like they planned to do in season 1.
Thank God you can act, Walt. Thank God.
Because, I mean, seriously, yes, Breaking Bad is about Walter White's journey and how he changed and how he became Heisenberg and how he just did his thing, but
Yeah.
I mean, I'm seeing this. Breaking Bad to me is, yes, about that, but it's also mostly about the relationship between these two. I watched a video like this, and I'm like, it was the heart. Yes, the family was important too, but to me at least, this relationship was the true heart of the show. It was such an abusive relationship, but we kept rooting for it. Like, some people are saying that Walter was doing everything he could for Jesse. Like, he always trying to save him. Everything he did was always for him. I cannot argue against that. It's true that he did try to
But
save
it's
him.
true that he did kept abusing him after abuse after abuse.
Of course.
Manipulating him to the point that where his loyalty is without any fault. Like, just like Mike said, basically.
He became, like, Jesse being addicted became addicted to Walter. He became addicted to the praise and the need to make him proud. And that's why he always kept going back to him, but it messed him up so much. And Walter was addicted to that sense of power, that power he had over Jesse, that control he could have. He loved working with him, and that's why every single time, like, they separated, there was always one or the other that was gonna go back to Walter or Jesse.
In a way, Jesse kept challenging Walter and his... how can I say that? Like, when you have a difficult student or someone that is sick to understand what your point that you're trying to say, you need to find another way to explain it to him, like, to make sure that they understood what you want to say. For example, if we take Jesse and Gil understood chemistry, he understood science, so it was easy to work with him. He wasn't challenging Walter enough. But with Jesse had a man on his own. He didn't understand that well chemistry, so he kept challenging Walter to say, you need to understand what I'm trying to tell you to do.
I feel like when he was with Gail, he did have that kind of teacher-student relationship that he used to have with Jesse. But the difference is, like you said, with Jesse, he was obviously superior. Like, he knew stuff that Jesse did not know, and to put him down kind of made him feel better about himself, because Walter was always the one being put down by everyone, by Hank, by his ex-boss, by his wife, even by the people at school. So with Jesse, it's a teacher-student relationship, but he clearly feels in control, and he feels that he's better than Jesse, so it's easy for him to control him. With Gail, he felt at ease, I feel like, but he lacked that power. He lacked that feeling of being on top and being in control. Because yes, Gail did not know half the stuff that Walter knew probably, but he caught up really fast, and he knew things that Walter could relate to, but there was no power. So it was more of a friend than a student. So that what he loved, the power and the control with Jesse, he did not have with Gail. And Todd, he just liked the talent. He was a good student, as in he was listening, like he was a good lapdog, sorry.
Lapdog,
He
yeah.
would listen, he would do everything he wanted, which is something he used to do with Jesse, but he did not have the genius of Gail, or the need to learn, and the talent that Jesse kind of had, because, I mean, as much as he was stupid in the beginning, but he did learn. He can do this recipe on his own now.
He got talent.
He's talented. So I think that Todd and Gail were kind of both sides of what Jesse used to be. And that's why he always keeps going back to Jesse. Yes, we can say that circumstances led him back to Jesse all the time. Like when he had to fire Gale, it was not because he wanted to, but there was like a cosmic reaction, always pulling the script, always putting them back
the
together.
script. Do not forget the power of the script.
And Jesse was just addicted to that strong father figure that Walter was.
Well, even for Walter and for Jesse, the son and father figure was strong.
There's that
you
too.
could say that it's not unheard of that sometimes when a parent abuses children, the children will keep trying to
please them,
trying to get their approval,
and especially
even
in this
though
case,
they know that the parents are toxic for them, that they're doing bad and shady stuff, they can trying to bring them to the right way.
Especially in Jesse's case, like he always ends up saying, it's my fault. Jane died, it's my fault. Andrea died, it's my fault. The kid died, it's my fault. It's always his fault. He always brings it back to him. I think it's because he grew up in a family that, yes, loved him and stuff, but they always expected more of him, and when he messed up, they were basically saying that you're not good enough. So he's always turning the blame on him. That's all he ever knew, you know, turning the blame on him. I'm the one at fault. So when Walter is insulting him, it's not Walter's fault for being angry or just abusive. It's Jesse's fault for messing up. That's how he sees it. So he keeps trying to go back to Walter in order to have this acknowledgement, this love that he doesn't have with his family, or that he doesn't feel he has with his family. And like you said, yes, there is the teacher-student relationship, but there's also the father and son relationship. Walter has a son, but his son does not look up to him. He cannot tell him everything. He cannot tell him his secrets. He loves Hank more.
He doesn't have this love for chemistry to a certain point.
Yeah.
If we compare it to Jesse, because Jesse doesn't love chemistry that much, but he loves cooking meth.
They have something
in common with chemistry.
And compared to Walter Jr., Jesse, literally episode 1, baby, it's okay. Sorry about the cats. They want us to know they're there. Anyway, Jesse, episode 1, I mean, come on, he looked at Walter and he was like, you're the mastermind, like, you're the artist. And he meant it. He saw what he could do, his chemistry, and he acknowledged that this guy was awesome, which is something that Walter Jr. never kind of did.
No, because Walter Jr. was blind by the light coming from his Uncle Hank, and he didn't see really that the awesomeness of his father.
I mean, there was not much to see. Like, it's not like Walter was trying to show he was cool or interesting. Like, he was just living day by day and going by. But anyway, in this video, we get to see, like, what this very abusive relationship did to both of them. It gave Walter the idea that he could keep on manipulating him. He could keep on being abusive, and he would never lose Jesse. Jesse would always go back. So Jesse did a mistake here because that kind of showed Walter that there was no consequences to his actions with Jesse. And Walter did a mistake, too, because he kind of... he destroyed Jesse, basically. Yes, he grew up a lot, like he changed, but most of his breakdowns are because Walter kind of pushed him to do stuff, or he made him think that he had to act a certain way. He made him think he was a bad guy. And that ending, like the way it ended all, I think it was perfect. Like for Jesse to finally break these chains, like literally and figuratively. Like he broke his own chains and he broke his ties to Walter. Not allowing himself to be manipulated anymore, just putting the gun down. And I did not notice, well, we kind of did, but it's true that Jesse never managed to do the final blow to Walter, but before that it was because he still needed him. This time it was he acknowledged that he was dying, and he was like, I don't need you anymore. If you want to be dead, I'm not going to do this for you. I'm not your slave anymore. Do it yourself. He's acknowledging the fact that he's not gonna be his lapdog anymore, and he's gonna be his own person, and he's done being a slave, which is amazing. And Walter being just calm and in no way manipulative, just telling Jesse, you want this? Okay, I want this. He's saying, okay, you're right, no more lies, no more manipulation, this is who I really am. I'm someone who cares about you, I'm someone who took a bullet for you, and I care about how you feel. I'm telling you that I want to die, And if you don't do it, I'm not holding it against you. He didn't get angry when Jesse put the gun down. He understood that final knot between the two. Like, some people are, theorizing what this meant, what it meant between the two. To me, it felt like acknowledgement. We've been through a lot of shit, but I acknowledge your genius. I acknowledge who you are, and I acknowledge the feelings I had for you.
Yeah.
So my nod to you is, I know you're gonna die, so farewell.
All
shit's good.
Everything's good for now.
Yeah, everything's. I'm not saying that Jesse forgave him for what Walter did. Pretty sure we might see that in El Camino. I don't know. I don't know if he's gonna.
There's a difference between forgiving someone and to forget something. You can say to someone, "I forgive you," because you don't want to pull this hate any longer.
No, that's what I'm saying. I don't think he's going to forgive Walter for what he did. But in that moment, I felt like he acknowledged that. Now, I mean, you stood up for yourself and you were true to me. I know that and I understand that.
Well, you can think what you think. I can think what I think. But
you think he forgave him for everything?
I think that he can give his forgiveness to Walter at the end because he was dying. He doesn't have any other way for him to keep that hate inside of himself any longer. Walt is dead. There's no point to keep hating him. He's dead.
It's one thing to say it. It's another to actually feel it, though.
It doesn't mean that he forget everything that he's done.
Yeah. Well,
that's not the same thing.
Anyway, it was a very good video done by Grabble424. I'm going to put the link of the actual video in the description, so you guys go check it out if you had not seen it, or just to give your support to this person, because this was really great.
Oh my god, and I love this song. It's one of the songs that I tried to search and put in my cell phone, but
it's called Time. It's OST to Inception. It's the soundtrack to Inception.
Yeah.
So you look it up online. You'll find it. Anyway, we'll move on to another video. So thank you guys for recommending this. It was pretty great. And we'll see you in another video of Breaking Bad.
Bye.
Bye.